Hey, what's up? Today I'm going to give you the basics of working on drilling rigs as a rig welder. We will talk about average pay, work schedule, rig trucks, and the work itself. And at the end of this video, I will share my specialty tools list, which includes some of the extra tools that I used to carry whenever I worked on drilling rigs. Make sure to hit that red subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications. It helps the channel and it notifies you when I post a new video every Friday. I'm Austin Ross. I currently chase pipeline work, but before this I chased drilling rigs for a short time and love it for those wanting to be a rig welder, but maybe don't like the consistent long distance travel as a pipeline welder. I know many people that have made chasing rigs a career, and it's a great way to work for yourself as a welder and support your family. Alright, let's jump right into it. So who will you work for? There's two different options here. You're either going to be working for the contractor or straight for the gas company. How it works is you have a gas company that hires a drilling rig company that has their own drilling rigs. This contractor hires rig welders to build the drilling rigs, to chase them, just to work on them, do maintenance on these drilling rigs. So you will most likely work for the contractor, but there's also the chance that you could be a vendor for the gas company, work straight for the gas company. Drilling rigs are made of 90% mild steel, so that's why welders are a huge part in drilling rigs. Whenever you hire in with a company to work on drilling rigs or to build them, you will most likely be working in a yard building them or to work on them, refurbing them. You will most likely work 6 days a week, 10-hour days on a normal schedule, but sometimes they will send you out to a drilling rig to work on them. That's where we get the term chase drilling rigs. These drilling rigs have got to run 24 hours a day, so they have a day shift and a night shift of the hands that work on these drilling rigs, so they have to have rig welders on call all the time also in case anything happens to the drilling rig or breaks while it's going. They don't want any downtime while these drilling rigs are drilling. If you're working directly for the gas company, chances are you're going to be mostly chasing drilling rigs, because guys that work straight for the gas company typically are putting on well heads, and that is done on location over the hole, and they need it done right away. So you might get called in the middle of the night, middle of the day, Sunday. It don't matter. You literally could be any time of day, 7 days a week. Whenever work is real busy, some welders clock 24-hour days. This doesn't mean they work a straight 24 hours with no sleep or anything. It just ends up being that way because working on drilling rigs, you charge door to door. From the time you leave your house, your camper, your hotel, till the time you get back to the hotel, you're charging that whole time. So a drilling rig might be 10 hours away, it might be 2 hours away, so you're getting paid drive time that you're charging for, and you're also getting paid for downtime out on the drilling rig. You might get out there and they're not ready for you yet, so catch up on some sleep while you wait. The average pay for welding on drilling rigs is $75 an hour, give or take $15 to $20 an hour, depending on location and demand. Unless, of course, you're working straight for the gas company. That's a little bit different. Typically, when you're working straight for a gas company, like I said earlier, you're putting on well heads, and they usually charge by the inch. I haven't done much of this at all, so I'm not just exactly sure, but the little I do know is they charge roughly $100 an inch, depending on where you're at, and they have to wait on their money with the gas company. The gas company will hold their money for like 90 to 120 days, so therefore they charge more for that inconvenience, So those are the two different ways that you get paid. When you are working just for the contractor, not straight for the gas company, you invoice. You just have an invoice book and you invoice every week or 2 weeks, depending on what that contractor wants you to do. It's usually, I think the one place I worked, it was like every 2 weeks. Usually you get paid every week or every 2 weeks. Comment drill down below if you're as thankful as me for oil field work. Okay, so since you're working for yourself and getting straight time, no taxes taken out or anything, you will be responsible for supplies, liability, and insurance. It is my suggestion that you set up an LLC within a month or so after starting this type of work. You will want or most likely be required to have some kind of liability insurance on your business. These drilling rig companies require you to have liability. It's usually like $1 million, $2 million or something to even work on their stuff out on location. Really work on their stuff at all, but especially out on location over the hole. This is in case anything happens to the drilling rig out on location. Those drilling rigs are very expensive, so if anything happens to them and it happens to be your fault, you do not want to have to pay that out of pocket. So this insurance is very, very important. I'm pretty sure nowadays you're even required to have full coverage insurance on your truck. Oh, the insurance. Oh, the insurance. That's why the rates are what they are. That's why they pay so much, because there's a lot of out-of-pocket expense in doing this type of work. And then you're responsible for all tools necessary or handy to do the job and the consumables. And this goes even deeper because you will probably want some kind of health insurance, disability, retirement, life insurance, things like that. Things that you would get through working for somebody else that you don't have when you're working for yourself. So you have to set all that up on your own. As far as your rig truck, since you're having to supply all your own stuff and carry more tools, or will want to carry more tools, you will most likely want a different type of welding bed other than like, you know, a pipeline style like what I've got. At least whenever I was chasing drilling rigs, I liked a bed that I could work off the back of, and then more toolbox space to carry all the specialty tools and stuff that you carry, because it's like a shop on wheels, you know, so you want to have more room for things like this on a rig truck that you're going to use to chase drilling rigs. I've even seen some guys have a little crane back there to lift stuff up, you know, work off of back there. So as far as location, these jobs are also location dependent, just like pipeline work, but you will mostly find these jobs where the oil is. West Texas, Oklahoma, up in the Northeast, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, and then over in the North Dakota area. This could change. They are always trying to discover more oil, but that is where it is currently at the end of 2018. So how do you get the job? It's very similar to pipeline work. I'll link below how to get your foot in the door, because I use those same tactics whenever I was looking for drilling rig work also, or any kind of work, working off my own truck. Now that you know what to expect as a rig welder chasing drilling rigs, you may be wondering about tools. Whether it is to further research or if you already know you want to do this. I have created a list of what I call specialty tools, just extras that I like to have around as a rig welder, especially if I were to chase drilling rigs. I will link it down below. Just click on the link, drop me your email, and I'll send the list right over to you. If you liked this video, please give it a like. If you want more videos like this, make sure to hit that red subscribe button down below and ding the bell to get notified. Alrighty, are y'all ready for this? Last week's winner of the Industrial Tradition Wintertime Cap is Adan Ramirez. You are the winner. Email me at aroswelding@gmail.com with your address by November 25th. This week, in celebration of Industrial Tradition, that's the brand my wife and I created, and where I get all this cool swag from, we just launched the rest of our winter collection. We have beanies, winter caps, coffee mugs, and hoodies. Stock on everything is limited till after Christmas, so make sure if you want something to head on over and order real soon. This week I'm giving away a beanie, and man am I jealous because I don't even have one yet because I'm not home. Comment cool beans down below for your chance to win, and make sure to come back for next week's video to see if you won. Good luck, stay warm, remember, learn something every day, and we will see you next week.